Busy people and lots of yellies, Worcester hipsters and fed up townies. We have more than pizza in common, with two rocks for bookends. New Haven, New Haven, New Haven, between two rocks.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Between Two Rocks podcast. This is episode 13. Lucky 13. We made it this far. We have a very special episode this week. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently. And what's going to happen is apparently I'm going to be the interviewee. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. So I guess we're going to learn about me. If you don't already know me, I don't know how you got here, but that's wonderful that you are here. And I really appreciate it. But this will be a good chance to learn about me, maybe. I actually haven't seen the questions. I have no idea what to expect. It could be very painful. I'm a little bit anxious about it, but we'll just roll the punches. I hope it's not insane. Or that if it is insane, it's very entertaining at the very least. You know?
Yeah, for somebody.
So that lovely voice you hear is my co-host as usual, Colin Ryan. Welcome back.
Yeah, good to be here again for this very special episode.
Yeah, I know. This is pretty exciting. We did talk a little bit about this, and you approved, so that's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I like to bounce ideas off at least one other person.
That's all it takes. Yeah.
Just like, this isn't the worst idea, right? As long as one person is on board.
And if they say no, you find one more person.
Yeah, sure. I would get a second or third opinion,
Yeah.
of course. Like,
Yeah.
if I got a bad diagnosis, I would.
Exactly. The other guy said not cancer. I don't know.
I don't know. He was board certified. I can't read all that mumbo jumbo. Okay, so our guest / interviewer this week is actually returning and was my co-host once. Welcome back, Shaina Hotchkiss.
Oh, thanks so much. It's
Yeah.
nice to be here.
Yeah.
I feel extra special since we said it so many times.
Yeah.
Special guest.
It's special, right? It's actually special, and this is highly related to how many times you say special. So
Right.
that's really,
Yeah.
this is going to have to be called a very special episode. So hopefully it is, because otherwise
Well,
I
at least we
love live.
named it and got that out of the way.
I know, that is nice. Usually I have to listen to the whole thing, and then I'm like, I guess whatever, this is fine. So. What will entice listeners? Let me tell you, I have not figured it out. I'm doing the opposite of figuring it out.
That's probably what is going to entice them the most.
Yeah, I'm doing a bad job.
Not trying.
Oh, perfect. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, I should have done that from the get-go.
Weren't you?
Is that an official question or?
It's begun. Yeah, it's begun.
You didn't answer it correctly, though. So far, not so good.
I am sort of trying, yes. I'm trying, but I'm not trying so hard that if I fail, I won't feel really badly. Does that make sense?
Yeah, your expectations
Is that how
are
you
too
approach
high.
life in general?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Low expectations. You know, like I want to try because it's fun to try, but I don't want to sink too much into it.
All right, well then let's take it over. We're gonna start doing this because I'm very curious to find out about you, and I really am excited that I'm here because
I feel way more nervous than I did. Like just the
Why?
scheming look in your eyes is very concerning.
there's no scheme. These are like fun questions.
She
They're
just
not-
folded her hands like Mr. Bernstein.
I'm ready. Come on, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Do you want to like stand up or something? You want to
No.
stretch your body?
No, I feel good.
Okay.
I
You
biked
want a
over
Xanax or?
here. Xanax, do you have some? I would
Right.
do some Xanax, sure.
Okay. So just starting off,
Mm-hmm.
I think you've been here for what, 10 years in New Haven?
Not even like
Not
7
even.
or
Oh,
8.
okay. I thought it was a little longer. Well,
I'm
anyway.
sure.
So, tell me quickly about that. Like, where are you from? What's your deal? Why did you come to New Haven?
Why are you here?
Yeah.
Why am I here?
Right. Exactly.
I born and raised in Connecticut, and I grew up in Coventry, which is a very boring lake town near Yukon. And I went to Yukon and I did computery things. And there's no jobs up there though, nothing really. Not like I was like, oh, I really wish I could stay here in Coventry or whatever. But I ended up getting a job in like Middlebury, and then getting working there for a bit, and then I worked in Wallingford. I ended up moving to North Haven just to be near Wallingford, and I didn't know anything about New Haven. And I actually had another friend who was living in like Hamden, and we were like, oh, let's explore New Haven once or twice. And like it was, I don't know, it felt very impenetrable to me. Like I couldn't figure out where people hung out or whatever. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna save money for a house because that's like the part of my life that I'm at. I think that was like I had no plan in life, so I was like, all right, I'll just buy a house, I guess.
That's a good plan.
Right.
It's like a good thought.
Yeah, I think so.
Compared to most that are just like
As long as
blowing
you
it.
have any plan, it's fine. Just whatever the plan
Yeah.
is.
One plan is as good as the next.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And people are like,
Something to occupy your mind for a little while.
Exactly. Just to stave off the existential dread for another 6 months.
I'm going in a direction. It's fine.
Right. We'll find out later if it was forward or backward, but it's hard to know. And then I was talking to my sister about it, and she's like, "Oh, you should like move to New Haven and just like live with people. You'll save money that way." She's like, "But you might like living in a city." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm not really like about
From
that."
the sticks.
Right.
I might not like all these people.
Right, exactly. I have mixed feelings about people for sure.
Well, we couldn't tell.
So I found an apartment in like East Rock, living with like some grad students, and just fell in love with it immediately. It was just like, holy shit, I can walk to like a market. There's a market. You can sit outside at a pretty market and like eat breakfast. It didn't even occur to me that was a possibility. Like, I don't
Wow.
know. And I think I was one of those people like who was like, oh, New Haven, dangerous, I don't know.
You just dove right into that East Rock lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly. And then I was like, I'm
Beautiful.
white. I'm in East Rock.
God.
This is where I belong.
Okay, and where was your first job? Was it in Wallingford still? Is that where your job was, or when you were around here?
First job?
No,
around
no,
here, you mean?
that got you into the.
Yeah. It was in Wallingford. I was working for some like lighting company doing IT stuff. And then eventually I was like, driving to work, that's for the birds, right? And so I eventually weaseled my way into Yale, which is a very specific word that I chose. It's like a few tries to get a job at Yale.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I worked in Wallingford, and but I just love New Haven. I don't know. Like once I was in, I was pretty much in. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Okay, good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm happy. I
Well,
love when people come
this
to New
was a
Haven
good
and love
interview.
it.
Well,
And I'm not even from
thank
here.
you so much.
That's it. That's all we had to know. That's all we had to know.
Yeah.
Okay. What among your friends are you best known for?
That's a good question. I think there was a while where it was just probably
That guy's a dick.
It's hard to say. Like I think different things. Certainly.
Oh, you're not disagreeing.
Yeah.
That's really something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's some people's thought, certainly. But I have a remarkable number of friends for such an asshole, so I don't feel it could be that true, I guess. I don't know. Certainly
He's a good
just a
organizer.
funny
That's
dick.
the thing about dicks. As long as you're a good organizer, it's great. People will still hang out. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's hilarious.
We got to know him. He writes that blog. He's fine. I think to some people I was like that guy who always had weed. I think to some people I was a bit of a drunk, certainly for a few years, certainly known as a bit of a lush. I don't know.
I think Josh
Those are
thinks
good.
he was more of a drinker than he really was.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe he just got really wasted every time he was social, so therefore when
Exactly.
he went out,
Yeah.
it was a lot for him.
I think he
but-
has memories of being very drunk, but he doesn't realize that no one else has those memories because they were very drunk. So
Yeah.
it's
Right.
Oh, sure. Doesn't mean that it wasn't true, though, does it? Yeah.
Right.
Everybody else was blacked out, so you were
right.
fine.
It's context.
Okay, this one's maybe boring to some, but I'm interested in it, and it's
Yeah.
just kind of weird. But what does your typical day look like?
My typical day,
Yeah.
currently, I wake up.
What
check,
time is wake up?
Like 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
I check
Every
the
day?
weather. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at least weekdays.
Yeah.
I check the weather because, like, depending on
On an
if
app,
it's-
or you go right outside?
I'm on an app. I'm still in bed. Yeah, I haven't got out of bed.
Okay.
But it's like I wanna.
You're
it's
going to
like
go minute by
know-
minute here.
I have to know like if I'm gonna bike to work though. So most of the time I'm gonna bike, but if it's raining, I'll take the bus, and that's like gonna just make me late. Like I'm not gonna wake up earlier, but I'm just gonna be late. It doesn't change my behavior in any real way aside from feed the cat and then off to work. And then, browse Reddit for probably, 7 or 8 hours, leave work.
Squeeze in a solid 15 mins somewhere.
They're definitely listening.
Oh, that would be pretty surprising. No, I do. Especially, I just got a new job, so I've been doing a lot of work at work. I've been enjoying it. I feel invigorated currently. So,
good.
I mean, there's some Reddit in there. I'm a red-blooded American. I don't work 8 hours a day. That's insane,
Yeah, who does that anymore?
That is, yeah. No, only people manual labor because they have to. It's very unfortunate, but even they chat.
I
It's
like
fun.
manual labor,
That was fun. Yeah,
believe it or not.
Yeah, manual labor's fun when you can stop and do something else.
yeah.
If you're
you
just
know way
grinding
out-
it away every day, not fun anymore.
Yeah, it depends how much hope you have for a better future.
Right.
Like anything.
Yeah.
Got a real Sisyphean here for a minute. But then I'll when I get out of work, I'll either go to the gym or record a podcast, and then I try to go to an open mic, do some comedy,
And you're putting a lot of those together, aren't you?
Sometimes, yeah, but even days that I'm not, I try to go to some open mic somewhere and try something new or just try wording something, and then, go home late, hang out, play some video games, and go to bed.
What do you play? What video games?
Right now I'm playing a Japanese role-playing game called Persona 5.
Why do you seem embarrassed?
It's silly. It's so
Why is it
atypical.
silly?
I don't know, man.
Isn't it cool to talk about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, but it's
zero.
In the game, you get Japanese girlfriends, and that whole aspect makes me very uncomfortable.
Well, you didn't even have to talk about
I cuddle up
that
next
part.
to my real doll and and I play my mega games.
Yeah, I mean, it depends,
Is it like an attacker game, or is it more of you build a city with a bunch of hoes on your side?
No, you're like a Japanese high school student who enters people's psyches to take down their evil activities beyond the grasp of the police.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Why are you embarrassed about that?
I mean, it's just...
I get it.
Just depends.
Sounds amazing. Sounds very interesting.
No,
I don't want
fun.
to play it ever.
No,
but,
it's definitely not for girls.
What does that mean? It's really...
You mean there's not a way to get girls? That's what he said.
Yeah. I mean, certainly true. Yes.
Yeah,
It's up
no
there with
girl's
World of
gonna play
Warcraft.
that.
Right, exactly. It's not geared towards, it's geared towards a certain kind of nerdy Japanese boy. Of which I am.
Did we just find your spirit animal?
Of which I am. I mean, I don't think so, but
Okay, because that's the next question.
yeah.
Do you have one?
So a spirit animal?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I don't think Josh has a spirit.
Yeah. That's fair. I think
Wow.
I don't really.
So
I
would
don't
that
know.
be a ghost?
I don't
What
know.
doesn't have a spirit?
Do you have a spirit animal?
I mean, kinda.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Do you have a spirit animal?
No.
Well, nobody's answering this question. That's for
No.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, now I don't want to answer it.
Why not?
Yeah, maybe you'll
What do you
give
got?
I'm
us
gonna hold it as
ideas.
leverage for another question later.
Leverage? What?
Okay.
What kind of negotiation is this?
It's a good one. It's going my way.
I don't know. I mean, in some ways, I envy my cat. It's a lot of lying around in the sun. I get that.
Oh, I agree. Right when I got out of bed this morning and the dog was still sleeping, I was just like, oh, man, you lucky bastards.
Life of a dog.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of envy my cat, but I don't know that it's like my spirit animal. But
Maybe a feline in general.
yeah,
Just
I
like
think
in the cat, maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. They're selective. They don't like everybody. A dog will like anybody. It's nice to it. You know what I mean? Cat is like, I don't fucking know you. Back up. I like that. Appreciate that. You got to earn trust.
True.
I don't know you.
And self-sufficient.
Well,
Cats are generally.
Yeah, right. If I die, it'll eat me.
I mean, he feeds the cat 3 times a day.
Right. Twice, actually. But yeah.
Twice. Yeah.
Try and lose weight, okay? She's got a bit of a weight problem.
Okay. Anyway, we'll go back to that.
I feel like I sort of answered. I don't know. I
Yeah,
was trying to think
you
of a
did,
better
but I'm
answer,
still
but I
gonna-
don't like.
I think you just said you have a cat.
I have a cat. So
different.
It's my cat. Yeah.
Okay. So that's your animal.
Yeah.
Okay. If there were Olympics for everyday activities, what do you think you would get a medal in?
Tell you what, not fixing my house.
So being like the laziest homeowner?
I mean, I am pretty lazy, yeah, but also ineffective. They're two separate things. I will try, but it will rarely end well. Like the other day, I was trying to fix my toilet, and I was like, "There's something wrong with it." Like the pipes. Anyway, I'm like, "Oh, I need a wrench." And I go downstairs to get the wrench. I'm like, "Oh, my basement's flooded." It's just
Oh, man.
Oh,
Terrible
man.
realization.
Wow.
And I was just like, boy, all right. And then, but I had a comedy show, so I just had to leave. I was just like, well, I guess this is just.
Yeah.
Did you
I'm
shut off the
above.
water?
It was from outside. It wasn't like a pipes burst. It was like all the snow melted, and it just.
Oh.
Apparently, my house is not waterproof.
That's when he discovered the foundation was cracked.
Wow.
I think it's the hatch, but it's like a time by time experiment. Like every time something goes wrong, you're like, oh, that's what's wrong.
It's nice to learn little by
And that's
little
what
like
I'm not
that.
going to do to fix it.
Well, yeah, we'll see what we can do. Typing, I'm a very good typist. Yeah,
Okay.
I type like 120-ish plus words a minute.
Wow.
Pretty exciting. So,
I think with my nails,
ladies,
I'm down to like 90, honestly. But
hold
the
on,
nails,
ladies.
ladies. Well, not after your Japanese video game.
Yeah.
So you switch to the other side now. It's not something
But
he
the
should be
one
talking
way-
about.
Especially since he said that females are definitely not going to play it. Now I feel like I'm excluded. Like
Yeah.
now they should make like
you
another.
can
You know.
make it. Somebody should make a female-centric one, maybe.
I mean,
but,
why
you know,
not?
I don't know why not. You know, missed demographic for sure.
And, like, what about like little gay Japanese boys that want to play that?
Oh, they'll
game?
probably into it, but you can't date the boys is the problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
that
it's
don't
bullshit.
care about the girls.
Yeah, my roommate was complaining that he couldn't date the men. I was like, yeah, it's bullshit.
In
I
the
hope
video
your- I
game?
hope
In
your
the video
roommate-
game. That's
Oh,
right.
really?
Yeah, because the guy he wanted to date is very pretty. You know, I don't blame him, but he's a bit aloof from
I
my
hope you're not
life.
outing your roommate. I hope he's already out.
No, he's fluid. I think he's okay. He definitely doesn't listen to this either. Don't worry. But to be fair, I do not listen to his podcast, so I feel we're pretty equal footing.
Oh,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
all right.
Fantasy Film Ball. Check it out on iTunes.
I don't listen
Help
to
him
it.
pitch.
You should check it out.
It was pretty good.
So maybe this will go with being a homeowner. How long have you owned your home now?
Well, like a year and a half.
Okay, wow,
Yeah.
that's a decent amount of time.
I know. Hasn't
How
burned
many?
down yet.
How
Yes.
many? I actually knocked on wood because I'm
Nice. Yeah.
not
a
going to talk
constant
about that.
fear.
Yeah. There was a lot of things when you're a homeowner. I'm
Oh
telling
yeah.
you, it
No,
never
Dan.
stops.
Dan and I were talking about it. It was just like there's that. For me, it's a constant fear that it's just gonna like explode or burn. But it's like homeowners will cover that, right? Like,
I
so
really was
look at-
never
I
worried
mean,
about it burning
hopefully.
or exploding. Those were never my concerns. It was like the bricks coming undone from the foundation, like things that were like just
Yeah.
you
Flying
know,
apart.
like-
Straight
like the
structural.
straight
Yeah.
structural
Yeah, straight
issues,
structural.
you know,
Yeah,
that are
sure.
just decaying and dying,
Mhm.
and there's really, you know,
Yeah, it can't
and
be
then
entropy.
just, yeah.
Sure.
I worry
Plumbing
less about
issues.
something happening, more that something will happen, and then I'll go make an insurance claim, and they'll just be like, "Nah, you don't have insurance."
That's
I mean,
clearly-
it's not something you know until it's tested. you
Right,
know?
right, exactly. That's clearly not covered in the 4 things that we will
Yeah,
cover.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
This home looks lived in. Sorry about that.
That does violate your warranty. I had a warrant. So wait, what was the question? Okay, perfect.
No, the question is, well, yeah, it might relate to home ownership, but what's something that you think is expensive that you have in your life, but you think is totally worth it, even though it's expensive? And it might be home. Maybe it's the home, but
Yeah,
if there's something else,
something else. I would actually say my bike. You know,
Okay.
I bought kind of an expensive-ish road bike a couple years ago, and for me, who I get around a lot on bike, it is like it's noticeable how like fast it is. Like it's nice when I'm going somewhere. Like, oh, this is like I have like a beater bike I ride around town. I'm just like going out or wherever. I don't
Right,
worry about it,
right.
and it's like the difference between the 2 bikes is noticeable. Like
Wow.
I'm like, oh, this is, but it's like that's like how I get around. It's like having a nicer car. You
Right.
know what I mean?
and how long have you been without a car?
I have a car.
Oh,
I
you
just don't drive it that
Okay.
often. It was funny though. I went camping once, and I drove there, and my friend Allie was like, "You own a car?" Like we've known each other for years, yeah. But I never drive it anywhere. Like I drive it to comedy, and that's like pretty much it. I drive it in the winter, you know, but I try to not.
Do you want to talk about your snow tires now?
I do not.
God.
Yeah.
Good.
So boring. Yeah.
Is that expensive but not worth it?
I don't know. I
Maybe
used
that's
it
the other
once.
side.
That was nice. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
As in this winter once?
Yeah. Well, it's only snowed once.
That's
pretty
what I mean.
much.
Yeah. They've only been on this winter, is what I'm
But
saying.
I did, yeah. But
Okay.
I did use them. It was pretty nice. I can't say it was worth it, you know. But I don't know what else. My computer, I would say.
Yeah.
That's like I built it myself. But I'm like I'm a nerd. That's like my toy, you know.
Yeah.
Like I've been like seeing this lady, right? And she
Sounds like a made-up story.
Was it? He sort of looked at me and then looked at you, and I don't know. I just went with it because
So I'm dating a hot
I
babe,
hope
right?
so. Yeah.
I didn't say any of that. So I was seeing this lady, right? And she likes some fancier things. You know what I mean? And she's like, I feel like you maybe would judge me that I like this nice thing or I want something to be pretty. And I'm like, I have like $1,000 computer or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, don't worry. I have things that are like luxurious. They're not obvious. Like I drive a Kia, but then I blow my money on fucking video games. Like, don't worry about
Right.
me. There's plenty of discretionary money being thrown on nothing, you know?
What was her thing? Fabergé eggs or something?
You know, she likes nice clothes and stuff, you know?
Oh, okay.
Purses. I don't know. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like designer.
Yeah, designer things. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Which to me would not be that appealing, but like, I don't know. Who am I to judge? It's your money. I don't care what you do.
Yeah, it gives her joy.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
am
you buy a
anti-joy, to be
nice-
fair. Now that you put it like that, maybe I am against it.
You're not anti-joy. 'cause
provides
you're a comedian.
happiness.
You're a comedian, so there's no way you're anti-joy.
Well, as long as I'm the source of joy, that's fine.
yeah, so therefore you're still not anti-joy.
I watched that tidying up show on Netflix last night.
Yeah.
and,
Why?
You're
and she
condoing up?
says, you got to grab your clothes and you can only
Feel
keep
them.
them if they bring you joy. And I
Uh-huh.
realized none of my clothes bring me joy. They're just completely functional.
Yeah, totally.
There's no joy in any of them.
What about that blue T-shirt with the hiking? That doesn't bring you joy.
Oh,
Do you
with
know
the
what
what?
I'm talking?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has a shirt he wears somewhat frequently.
Uh-huh.
I wore that too. I can't even wear it anymore. It was just too frequent. It's
frequent.
dead. It's dead. Yeah.
Well, it's more of a
God.
summer shirt.
It
It's
is.
fine.
It is. Yeah.
Listeners, you know what we're talking about.
Why don't I know what you're talking about?
I'm surprised you don't, actually.
Yeah. It's
You've
just
had
a
it for
shirt I
years.
wore a lot. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think if you saw it, you'd be
Yeah,
like,
I'd be like, oh, okay.
All right.
That's the
yeah.
one.
It's
yeah.
the one.
That's the one. That's right.
Is it a graphic tee?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's like a sun in it, I think. I don't
Yeah. It's like a happy shirt.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess
anyway.
guess
So you could
maybe
only
you
keep
answered that. Maybe
shirt.
that is a joyous
You could
one.
only keep
Yeah, you're
that
right.
shirt. He only wears one shirt, no pants.
I have to wear that all the
Yeah.
time. Great.
His clients have really not liked the
Horrible.
transition towards just the shirt.
I work remotely. My clients know nothing. It's great.
Perfect. At Fussy Coffee. So it makes them very uncomfortable.
Oh,
But
yeah.
everybody
How
else
is that?
is cool.
You go there a lot?
I don't. He pretty much lives there, I think.
Oh, well, it's
Yeah,
right
I go
around the
there
corner
every
from
day.
Your house,
That's
so
great.
Why wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is actually really good. And they have like a surprisingly good brunch. I feel like I shouldn't tell anybody that, but
Why? Because it's going to be packed now?
right, exactly.
Because you
It's
said nobody
extremely
listens
packed
to
all
your
the time.
podcast,
They're-
so now all of
they're
a sudden
crushing it.
everybody's listening to it?
Yeah.
Before you were like, no one's listening, and now everybody's listening, and everybody's going to go to Fussy.
I only say what I think is funny at any given moment. There's no truth to any of this. It's just a
Yeah.
web of lies that I spin to.
I hope you're telling me the truth with these answers.
Okay.
I think
some of
you
them.
are.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
Do you feel like more of a New Haven person now that you have a house? Do you feel like you have some sort of commitment?
Yeah.
Now you can complain about taxes.
Finally.
Don't do that.
What else? What?
No one wants
I
to
mean,
hear it.
That's what the WTNH Facebook page is for. Yeah, I guess I feel invested. I was already pretty invested. I mean,
Yeah.
I made a blog, right? So, like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't have time to, like, go to meetings. I had a lot of ideas that I was going to, and then I decided that I was just going to devote my life to going to shitty open mics instead.
Yeah,
so it's
that's
been
fine.
Kind of right, exactly.
Yeah, you're making your contribution.
But, yeah, exactly. But I'm,
Mhm.
trying to build up the New Haven scene. But yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't know. I would say not really. Honestly, I already felt very committed. Like
Yeah.
even as a renter, I felt like totally in on like what New Haven was doing, and I think renters are so much of New Haven, and I don't think there's any like I don't want to take anything away from them. Like I make fun of them or whatever because it's just how I am. But I don't know.
Just to be funny at any given moment.
Right, exactly. The nonstop chuckles.
not chucks.
Oh
not chucks.
boy.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, I was already pretty invested. So I mean, because I know it's a lot of financially out of reach for a lot of people, and I don't want to like be like, oh, if you don't own a home, if you don't pay taxes,
You're not New Haven.
right. I mean, your rent is going to taxes. Like I do think that's always funny. Somebody's
for
like,
sure, yeah.
people are like, oh, idiot, you're paying taxes now that you own a home. Like, do you think your landlord just pays
Right.
your taxes for
Yeah,
you, dummy?
yeah,
Like, how do you
exactly.
think this
Yeah.
works?
Right.
Yeah, I guess even more than the money, it's like you're really putting down roots. I
Yeah.
mean, you have literal roots that you have to maintain now at your house. You
Oh,
know,
boy,
Which he's not
right.
maintaining
Our
because
Which she
he's
does
lazy.
not.
They are falling apart.
Actually, maybe we should vet homeowners a little better. Be like, are you actually going to care for this house the way we need it treated so that it can last for the next
Yeah.
so many years? Or are you going to just be like Josh, who lets it
Right.
just go to shit and
I mean,
foundation
maybe it
gets
was
water
right.
in it?
It was better abandoned.
Right, yeah.
We should have just let
let it
time
die
take
peacefully.
It is.
Yeah.
It's still being treated like it's abandoned. You're just living in it while it's dying.
This is a little warmer. You know?
Yeah.
It's nice.
You think the heat is helping?
I have no idea. Sure. Yeah, I mean, there was actually a moment like last year, or like I don't know, maybe 6 months ago. I was like, could I just get a job in New York and try to do comedy? But I can't because I have a house. So it's just like, well, can't even think about that. Phew.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, you still probably could do that.
You absolutely could.
You could just rent your house
Oh boy.
Are you
that's
just
starting
looking at the
something
house
lot
as a
of
nice
work.
excuse?
This is an anchor weighing me down. No, I don't know.
You could book yourself one job once a week down in New York and like make a thing of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not actually super worried about it, but it was also like one of those things. It's like, well, I've been here for 7 years. I could see another 7 years going by without me ever having decided to stay here. So I was like,
Yeah.
may as well just buy a house, get some equity.
Yeah, why
while
not?
inertia holds me here.
Yeah, I love that word. I think that's my word this year.
Inertia. That's my spirit force.
Ooh, that's a new. It's like instead of spirit
Concept.
animal. Yeah.
Wait, what's your spirit law of thermodynamics? I'm more of an entropy guy, I guess. Beautiful. Those are gems that
what
are just
are-
never
Josh-
go anywhere. Yeah.
What are some things that you don't eat?
Meat. I don't eat meat anymore.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
What else?
What else? I don't really like cauliflower. I think it's kind of bullshit.
Like bullshit, as in it's just boring, overrated.
Yeah, it's just
like
not
too
very
much?
good. I don't know. It's like a shittier broccoli. What a
You don't like
terrible
broccoli?
thing to be. Yeah, I don't really like broccoli either.
So that's where it starts.
All right, let's just go after bushels. Just totally
So you don't like Brussels sprouts? Some
love
come in a
Brussels
bushel?
sprouts. Love Brussels sprouts. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Just
Brussels are great.
cauliflower.
Cauliflower. Wow, that's pretty specific hatred.
It's
Yeah.
so like you can
Bland.
do anything with it.
Yeah.
It's almost like not liking rice, white rice.
Yeah, I don't like
To
white
me, it
rice
doesn't
either.
really-
It is so
Oh,
bland. Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Because it
All right,
needs
well.
something, right? Like, geez, be something.
Well, I don't like white rice on its own, really.
Right. But are there people out there just sitting at home listening to this podcast eating plain white rice like sociopaths?
I'm not going to judge that, honestly. I'm not at all.
Did you ever go on any crash diets or anything? Where you?
Only ate like, you know.
No. My mom used to do it all the time. She would do the Atkins. And I'd be like, you can't, that's not a sustainable thing. You can't just eat bacon all the time. That's not a real diet.
Yeah,
They call it keto now, but I don't think it's really changed that much, honestly.
it's the bacon diet.
It's a bacon diet, exactly. But now, even when I lost weight, it was just like less, you know?
Less
I just did
less
like,
is more.
right. And I just did like, I did like meat replacement stuff. So like when I started, I would just do turkey burgers instead of burgers. Now I just do veggie burgers. But it's still like roughly the same diet. I just eat sweet potato fries instead of regular fries. You know, it's like
Yeah.
a little, you know. Yeah, I'm on the sweet tart diet now. It's pretty good. I don't drink. I mostly just eat candy. It's
Do you
pretty
have a
cool.
favorite candy? What's your favorite
It
candy?
is sweet tarts. Yep.
That is?
How
Oh,
did that?
yeah.
How did that begin? What's is that like a like an
Sweet
AA thing
tarts?
or something? Where's that?
Don't you
yeah.
have like
Why
sores
sweet
all over your
tarts?
tongues?
Oh yeah, it does burn your tongue
Yeah,
after a
it's- I
while.
mean, it's
That's
horrible.
the herpes. That has nothing to do with the sweet tarts.
I thought that was that's only when I saw it on the outside.
All right, everybody. So all this candy's
Okay,
making
no
me
one's
break out.
listening.
Okay.
No one's listening.
Hey, I actually had somebody text me yesterday to say that they have been listening. So
People are listening.
Yeah.
I don't know why you think no one is.
I just like fun to joke, you know, self-deprecating humor. Always,
Okay.
I can't quite get away.
I
from
thought
it.
you were saying someone was texting you to say that they have herpes, inquiring.
I did once get a text from somebody saying they had chlamydia, so that was pretty cool. But
Wow.
it wasn't for me. That's
Oh,
good.
that's good. Did you get
ladies?
tested?
Yeah, did you then like what happened after that?
I got tested. I didn't have chlamydia. I was
Good,
like, well,
good.
Whew.
whew.
I don't think he would have told us the story if it ended poorly.
Probably not. Yeah.
That would have been real dumb.
Let me tell everybody about the time I didn't have chlamydia. It's a good story, right? It's pretty bad.
It is pretty bad.
I don't remember what the question was.
What don't you eat?
Oh, yeah. I used to hate olives, but I was in Italy a year or two ago and had some awesome olives there. So I'm like kind of trying to get into the olive game. I try to like everything,
Yeah.
but you know, I
But
think
you
we all
don't.
have preferences.
Yeah.
So I
What
try
about
not to
what
eat
about
meat.
super spicy stuff?
I like spicy food. Indian food, hell yeah.
What's your top restaurant right now in New Haven?
Top restaurant. Oh man, I don't even know anymore. It was Casius, but you know,
Have you tried Olmo since they've
I have not tried it. Have you?
Okay, yeah.
Is it good?
It's okay. You can go.
Oh, there we go.
Wow, worst restaurant in New Haven.
I- Shayna, what's your
that
least-
never came
What's
out of
your
my mouth.
Yeah,
what restaurant
yeah.
are you most disappointed by in New Haven?
I heard their bagels are not
Which
that
restaurant
good.
did
This
you have
isn't about me. We
high
can ask Josh
expectations
that.
for?
I haven't been yet, but I heard the bagels are not that great because they're like whole wheat.
Oh,
And
what,
you
at
can't
Olmo?
do. Yeah.
Oh, I've heard that they were very good.
Really?
And that they were smaller and like fresh. I heard that they were very good.
So what
I
was the
can't
thing
eat
that you hated?
bagels. No, I didn't. I didn't hate anything. I think it's going to be perfect for when a group of like 6 to 8 people go out to dinner and you can get just a ton of stuff to share. Because I think that's at least that's my impression of the menu, of
Yeah.
what they are doing with the dinner menu.
The website concept.
I
is
went with
very
one other
vague.
person and we had a great time, but it just, it was
it a
too
date?
much for us now.
How'd
It was
go?
too much. Great. All my dates go very well. Thank you, Josh.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Every day. Wow.
That's impressive.
I'm very selective.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
I learned that about 10 years in. Yep.
Yeah.
You should be more selective. You
I'm
don't
only
have to
like
date
6
everybody.
months out,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to
Yeah.
be selective.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart. Very.
So what's the dating scene like for a single home-owning cat lover?
Let me tell you, the cat, bit of a sticking point sometimes.
Really?
A lot of people don't like cats or are allergic.
Yeah.
So,
There
I
are
mean,
pills
allergic,
for that,
I can
though. There are
see.
pills for that.
That's what I tell people for
Just
almost
like
all their
everything,
problems, honestly. Yeah,
FYI. Yeah.
exactly. It's like, oh, anxiety, pill for that.
Yeah.
Same pill, actually.
Yeah.
That's one pill
Turns
solves all
out,
your
yeah.
problems.
Turns out. And it might even give you some energy.
Oh, boy. You know what I did
So
forget to
nobody
do?
likes the
Start my
cat. Nobody
time.
likes the cat.
Okay,
Huh?
that's good. I didn't start timing. I have no idea how long this is. That's
Who
all.
cares?
Well, the people recording
location,
it,
yeah, they care.
Yeah, they'll care.
They care.
What's it been, 20 minutes?
So I found out what
probably
a
30,
baobab
25.
tree is. Apparently, the inside is hollowed out, and a bunch of bats live inside it.
Really?
Yeah.
So, no, you shaking his head. Nope.
I just read this on the internet.
Oh, who are
No
you to
go?
say the internet is wrong? You want to chime in?
Wait.
Exactly. That's why I referenced the internet.
There you
Everything
go.
is true.
So what are we talking about? I missed the beginning part of this.
So this is
I'd say
Baobab
Shell and
Studios.
Oh, right.
Shell and Bones is probably my favorite restaurant in Haven currently.
Oh, I love it there.
Yeah.
I do love it there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the highest quality. It was Casey's, but Shell and Bones is fucking dope, man. Scallops. Oh, hell yeah. You have to, that's like one of those places you bring a date you already like. You know what I mean? You can't just bring some, rando.
Do you share your food?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I used to be worse than
Nah,
that.
it sounds like
That
he's
sounded
not
like a hard
share.
pass.
No, I
Nah,
used to
the
not,
share.
but I mean, I would say I'll share a third of my food. You know what I mean? I don't want to give up half.
So that's like 2 bites.
Yeah, your
I'm
standard
just saying.
6-bite portion, sure. Yeah, well, I ordered my thing. I want 4 of the bites, so yeah, I think it's fine. It depends. I can go in and eat like 20 tapas or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it depends.
Okay.
Depends on my mood.
Interesting.
Everybody, I'll share a little bit.
Do you have
anyway.
a go-to date spot where you bring ladies
I bring ladies? No,
or
'cause-
men, whoever?
No, because okay. I would. I actually would vary it quite
I mean,
a bit.
maybe you have like a guy date spot. You know, like where you go out with Colin all the time.
Yeah.
We're
Sorry,
not
sorry,
dating,
Colin.
actually.
Yeah. Should I call it a bro date?
That's
like
right,
it's just
Shelley.
friends
We're
going
not
out?
dating.
Yeah.
Stop hurling accusations at me.
Shelly doesn't listen to the podcast, so it's fine.
No, I try to vary it just because I felt awkward if I brought like dates and if I keep bringing like
People
new
recognize you
people.
and they're like,
right,
"Hi,
the
nice to see you
bartender, right? I
again."
just
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I just I don't know.
Most bartenders should get it though that they shouldn't blow their spot. Like that
No,
sort
I
of
know.
diminishes.
I know. Maybe uncomfortable. I don't know.
So where
I
are
want
a few
people to
of them?
think I'm
Have you
some
brought a date to
floozy-
Shell and Bones?
Yeah, I mean that would be more like a 3rd plus date. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be like a pre-marriage date, I would say,
Oh
like
my
right
God.
before
You propose there.
marriage. Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh
The
my
actual
God.
wedding is there. Like if you can eat 20 scallops, we are married. That's
So if
it's more of a
someone sees you
challenge.
there
That's the
at
only
dinner,
challenge.
Yeah.
That's the only prerequisite to marrying you.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
if you can eat 20 scallops
That's right.
in a sitting.
Yeah.
and you like the cat.
Somehow still
I
single.
feel like if you like scallops, you probably like cats.
Interesting. Cross
It's like
section.
fishy.
Correlation.
It's like a fishy. I don't know. I just feel like
No
you know,
research on that. Hard
No
to
research.
say.
I just
Yeah.
would think. I would think they would go together.
Yeah,
If you don't
maybe.
like seafood, you probably don't like cats. That would be my guess. If you
Again,
like cats,
I don't
you
really
like-
understand any assumption you're making right now.
I feel like cats, like I don't know, my cats would always
Cats
we'd
like
feed them like
seafood.
tuna. That's what I
Yes.
mean. So like you
Yeah,
like
but
cats
again,
and like
I think you're
you can-
conflating.
I don't
Humans
know. It sort of
are
makes
cats.
sense. It makes sense in my mind. Yeah.
That's the link.
Well, he did identify himself with a feline before, sort of.
Right.
Spirit animal.
His spirit animal's inertia, actually.
No, that
That's
was
what
spirit.
Spirit
That was a
Force.
spirit force.
That's right.
It's way different.
I think that's most people's spirit force.
That's
honestly.
true.
No, it isn't. No, it is not.
My
All right.
biggest motivator in life is inertia. That's my big motivator.
I think we got to get a physics professor in here soon.
That'll be your next podcast that no
Hell,
one
yes.
will listen to.
Okay.
Definitely no one will listen to.
Say that now.
Okay, back to these awesome questions.
Yeah, they're good.
Do you have any pet peeves?
What? No, I love everything.
Yeah, right.
Bad drivers are bad.
Like when you're
don't
on your bike.
Yeah, but just any time. Just like anybody.
What constitutes a bad driver for you?
If you sit at a green light for more than 0.7 seconds.
Because you're texting.
right, or any
7
reason.
seconds.
0.7.
One.
Oh,
jeez.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know, pet peeves. Not really. I think people, I don't know.
Okay, you live with a roommate, right?
Yeah.
He's totally cool. He's like the coolest roommate ever. You guys don't have
He is
anything.
actually perfect.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
that-
He's like
Seems like a good fit.
he's like a shut-in who pays rent on time.
Pays cash.
Pays. All right, you don't have
Oh,
to say that. Yeah.
wow.
Wow. Just
dun, 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 dun.
cool. This is now admissible. Appreciate
Cool.
you, buddy.
Now we really hope no one's listening. It just
Great.
turned. Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty much a perfect roommate. Boy, pet peeves. I mean, I'm sure I do, but
Is
I don't know.
Venmo the same as cash? I'm just curious. Is it considered the same?
Yeah, you're just transferring cash. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's a little different than cash.
Of course, but
Yeah, Venmo's a digital record.
kinda the
Cash is
same.
no. Cash
Like last
is
night,
Venmo
doesn't
leaves-
exist.
Like
Right,
last
Venmo
night, I
leaves
needed
a
cash.
record.
Venmo has a record.
Yeah, Venmo leaves a record. That's the thing.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
a check is cash, except that it's got a paper trail.
Okay.
So like that's the whole thing.
That's
Cash
true,
has no
yeah.
trail. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't know anything about that because everything I get is reported legally to whatever such.
I buy everything rolled
I'm
in
rolling
quarters.
my eyes right now, just so everybody knows. Whatever. Okay. Anyway,
Really?
really, no pet peeves.
No, I mean,
Did you
inconsiderate,
have some with your
inconsiderate
last
people,
roommate?
inconsiderate people, just people who do not who are just like too much in themselves to worry about what other people like. I can't think of any like particular thing. Just like
Right.
people who are not like aware that their actions affect other people and they just like don't really seem to give a shit. Like, that upsets me. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yep.
But I can't think of anything particular pet peeve wise.
What
People
about
who,
you, Colin? I feel like you got some. You're like ready to let him out.
No, I had a look that I was about to unload.
Yeah, I thought you were ready.
when Dan is like, "Come to my football watching party. We're gonna be serving meat and beer," and I'm like, "Cool, thanks." I don't do either of those.
Is that a pet
So
peeve?
bring your own shit.
Hey, bring your own shit. I think that's the answer to that
that
one.
was fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was just a funny sales.
Bring your
pitch.
fake beer and your fake meat, and
It did.
yeah.
And I watched you wind somebody up. It was a good time.
No, I don't have any particular pet peeves.
People who
that I can
complain
think of.
about Connecticut taxes on the internet.
Or right in front of my face.
I run for your. He was so joking.
I
I
know.
think.
Just,
Yeah.
yeah.
This dude pays all kinds of taxes. He got property everywhere.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Just on
no,
that one block,
I
but
contribute
good
a lot.
job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. People who complain on the internet about people who make
Well,
Ki-
people
Connecticut
complain on the internet about
memes.
everything.
people who make conservative memes about Connecticut politics. That's who pisses me off.
Yeah, you do read a lot of Reddit because that's really the only place you see that stuff.
Yeah. No, you see it on Facebook. Now
I
and again.
don't.
Yeah.
'cause
Right.
it's not
Because
on
you
my-
probably
yeah,
don't,
I don't give a
engage
crap.
the trolls.
Yeah, I don't give a crap about that stuff.
Listen, I got to burn my workday somehow. I don't know what to tell you.
That's good. We're learning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Great job,
Are
everybody.
you? Did you?
No,
Oh,
we
that's
keep
it?
going. No, we
Oh.
keep going. We got a little bit of time, I think.
Because I want to play a game. How much time do we have?
We got
We have
plenty.
enough time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll let you know when it's game time because I thought of a new game too. So
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
yeah.
Do you have like a big fear of something? Do you have like a fear? You know, some people are like deathly afraid of spiders or whatever, and it could be something that's like, I don't know, a fear of like losing your hand. I don't know.
Should we
Yeah.
bring his ex-girlfriends into the room right now?
Oh shit! Is that your biggest fear? Your exes? That sucks.
I would say my greatest fear is
How many are there?
making a genuine human connection with somebody.
Yeah.
Well, you should probably.
You don't want to
quit.
try that.
Yeah.
No.
I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of heights for sure. Although I love roller coasters. So
But you're strapped in, so maybe that
yeah,
has something
that's
to do
different.
with
But
it.
I can't
Okay.
do like I did one of those like adventure courses, like the ropes things, and I had to bail out. I just could not. It was just like
Don't you have a
I
harness
tried to
though
get you
with
to
that?
climb a 12-foot rock yesterday.
yeah,
No go.
no go.
No go. You didn't have the right shoes.
And also
Didn't have the right
Courage.
shoes.
I wore the wrong.
He was wearing
courage.
sneakers, not the right ones.
It's true. I'm a coward. I come from a long line
Well,
of
if
cowards.
you're scared of heights, I mean that makes
Yeah.
sense. I wouldn't want to go on
Yeah.
that rock either if I was scared of heights.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say heights. I used to be afraid of like confined spaces because I got trapped in an elevator
And
when I
then
was in
started
Russia
sleeping in a coffin. No.
for 40 minutes. Oh, nice. All right. Now I got the time. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I would say it used to be a little
Wait,
bit
yeah,
confined
so-
space. I used to actually like walk up many flights of stairs to avoid using elevators for a few years. Like I was pretty afraid, like claustrophobic.
Wow.
But that seemed to just like go away. I don't know, like kind of naturally. But heights still does it. I
Because you got
think.
lazier. Like, you know
What,
what?
elevators? Oh, yeah.
because you got lazier.
Yeah, I
It's
was
like,
like,
Those two
what?
forces were battling each
Yeah.
other.
I was like, I'm so lazy. I'm afraid of being high up. Like,
Right.
sure, yeah.
like, I'd rather just take the. No, I'm so
I'd rather
lazy.
just
I'd
be
rather
on
just
the
take
ground.
the elevator and just get up there faster. It's
Right.
like, forget it.
Yeah. Eventually. Well, there's just buildings are just too tall at some point. Like,
Yeah.
It's just unrealistic to
I can't.
take the stairs.
Yeah, I can't walk 11 floors.
Yeah, it is wild. So, yeah, I would say heights and intimacy.
Do you have a? What is your fondest memory of you and Colin?
Me and Colin. God. I mean, his wedding was pretty good. You know, that was pretty
Good.
nice. You know, it was a fun day. The East Rock party was pretty good.
East Rock keg party.
East Rock keg party.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually when Colin and I became like tight friends. Like he had this idea for his birthday. We were gonna sneak a keg up there and have a party, and he had somebody else in mind to help him drag the keg up, but that person was a coward. And then he's like, "Hey man, you want to help me bring this keg up to this party?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, I'll do whatever."
Yeah,
Sure.
you need a guy who will hide a keg with you in a local park on a half an hour notice.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
available. What sort of white collar crime are you interested in?
That's right.
So yeah, and I think that was, you know, I like to be a reliable source of crime. So that's, you know, where most of my friends come from, you know.
Cool.
So it was fun. But his wedding was pretty wonderful as well. and,
Yeah,
you know,
that was great.
countless memories. I would say that was very hard to pick one, but
Yeah.
those were two pretty good times.
Cool.
No, you picked them. Those were the two.
Those are the two. Yeah. Since then, been a lot of dead air.
Do you have an earliest memory that you can think of?
I don't know. Being
No,
like
isn't it
growing
so
up in like
hard?
yeah, I've thought about this because I do like therapy and such, and you know you talk about very early childhood memories.
Right.
Before I even lived in Coventry, I lived in Woodstock, Connecticut, which is probably even more rural
More
than
of the sticks,
Coventry.
yeah.
Like we lived on a dirt road on a lake, and I do remember like boxing with my brother using the popples. You know popples?
No.
They were like foldable, like little stuffed animal things. So like they would, I think they were called popples. I don't know. They would like basically roll up into like a ball. And I think there might have been a cartoon. I don't know. But anyway, we would put them on our fists and box. And I remember I knocked him down the stairs. That was pretty good. I think I remember my sister being like a baby. So I was probably like 3 or 4. I don't know.
Whoa.
Maybe not. I don't even know. But that's like vaguely remember Woodstock stuff.
And he was
but,
fine.
Like, yeah.
No, he
yeah.
died.
Yeah.
That's why the memory
I
stuck.
knocked on wood again.
This is
Oh my
terrible.
God, it's horrible.
Fell down a
That's
flight
why
of
the
stairs. He
memory
died,
stuck.
Shaina. It was pretty
Oh,
obvious in the
God.
story.
My mom actually told me that my best friend growing up when I was 3 was killed by a truck. And I have no memory of that at all.
Wow.
Whoa.
You think
It's
that has
just
something
like-
to do with your
You
inability
watched
to
it?
connect with people emotionally?
No, I don't
You
think
were
there's
there?
any.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I just like because apparently I was asking about him a bunch, and it's like it's crazy because that certainly formed my personality, but I have no like recollection. Like you sort of remember some like friend as a kid, but like that's like fragments, you know.
Wow.
So
You ever think your mom just made that up?
I got to give this kid a tragic backstory.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to having a kid just to just do stuff like that. Just make it up.
Yeah, I think maybe
What do they know?
my dad might do that. I can't imagine my mom having
Yeah.
done it. It just seems
I'm looking forward to implanting a
definitely
lot of
out of
memories. Mhm.
out of character, but maybe who's to say? You know, that would be something. I'll ask my dad because he would never. He would either not know the lie or not know enough to like keep it off. So
Yeah.
if I ask him, he would totally blow her cover. So
Right.
I'll find out and report back next week, listeners.
Beautiful.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I know it was weird.
Hit by a truck. I mean,
Maybe that's why
like
I'm a
brutal.
sad dude. It's not even my fault. I know
It's
that
not
is
even
like
your fault, man.
no. It's just a kid, man. It
Right.
just sucks.
It's just a kid knowing another kid died.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not understanding death.
No, it's your fault one way or another.
Oh yeah. So everyone will eventually abandon me. Cool, got it.
Okay. Who is the most fascinating person you've ever met so far?
I've ever met.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's a good question. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't met that many. I mean, I know people around here. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I don't know.
Like someone that really blew your hair back?
Yeah, it's hard to say. Like, I don't know. Like Quajo.
What, Colin? What's so
Quajo's
funny?
kind of
Great visual.
fascinating. You know?
Did
what I
anyone
mean?
ever
well-
blow your hair back?
Yeah. Like Quajo, like I'm like, this guy's wearing a leisure suit right now and just hanging out.
Oh, I love
and,
Quajo.
Yeah, he's floating on a different wavelength.
Yeah,
it's great.
exactly. That dude does not give a fuck. Like I
Yeah.
admire that about somebody.
That guy grabs clothes from his closet and he feels joy.
Yes, he does. He has a great closet.
Oh man, yeah, that's a tough question though. I really don't know. Like I'm sure. Like I mean, I'm fascinated by like a lot of people. Like I find people pretty interesting, but I don't know. It's a great question, and I love you all. I'm so sorry. I love you all, but you're so boring. Oh my god.
Stumped him.
Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. But
What?
we should one more question
And then a
some
game.
games.
Okay. Last
so
one.
Make it count. Yeah.
What's some advice you would give people that are trying to maybe do what you're doing? Like, for example, maybe want to be a comedian or do more open mics or whatever. Is there any advice you would give them, or maybe some advice that you wouldn't give them, like things not to do, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you a comedian?
Sort of.
I consider you a comedian.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say stop thinking about it and just do it, because like you're not gonna be good at it in the beginning, and that's like okay. Like I think people are like afraid to try because it's like, what if I'm bad? Well, you're gonna be bad.
Right.
That's just how it is. Like when you're new at something, like if you can let go of the ego, you know what I mean. You can do great things.
Lego
but
my ego.
thanks for that. Yeah.
We can cut that out after. It's all right.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. But I think like because it can be tough. Like I mean, there are people who said things on my blog, made comments that are pretty hurtful. You know what I mean? But it's just that's the cost of creating something. You know what I mean? You're gonna get feedback, but some of it's gonna be good too. Like people are gonna say really nice things, and I think if you just get out there and do it, you're gonna find that you love it. You know, and like for me, like I struggle with comedy in terms of like, what am I doing? Like, what is the point of this? Like, I'm fucking 38 years old. Like, I'm not gonna make it. Like, I'm not gonna be on TV. Like, I'm not. Like, I'm too. Like, if I started 20 years ago, who knows? You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Like, in my brain, this is like the anxiety or whatever, right? But fundamentally, it doesn't matter because like. This weekend, I went on stage in Rhode Island and I did this like set, and it was fucking awesome. Like, I loved it. I loved it. Every moment was amazing, and like that's enough. Like if you can steal that moment, then like it doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter
And
whatever
it brings you back to why you're doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like when I write a blog post and like somebody on Reddit is like, "Oh, that was fucking funny and informative." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
You know, that's my idea. So
Yeah, even if it goes nowhere. I mean, it's like a hobby. It's like, you know, it's
a passion project.
a passion project. Yeah.
I actually have that.
Yeah. Wow, you wrote a lot of questions.
Personal
Holy
passion
shit.
project. It's big writing. If you,
Yeah.
I mean, and
Yeah.
it's not. And
Most
we
of it's a
covered,
grocery list, too.
Yeah, is there anything that you
interspersed.
really wanted to get to that we didn't?
Well, I want you to tell me a secret.
Tell you a secret to everybody? No,
What do you mean everybody? You said no one's listening.
Somebody might be. It's too risky for me.
It just depends on the
A secret
but,
about
like,
yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not involving anyone else. Just your darkest secret.
It doesn't have to be a dark one.
What will be the
Aren't
point
they
of-
all dark? What? I mean, why do you have a secret if it's not dark?
I already told you about my friend from Woodstock. What do you want from me?
Was that a secret?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because he pushed him in front of the bus.
No one was supposed to know.
That's
Perfect
why he's
crime.
so traumatized.
Oh,
That's the
man.
part his mom left out.
Yeah.
Boy, that would be something. Holy cow.
Don't go there, Josh. You didn't do that.
No, you should probably talk to your therapist about it. You need to explore that.
Okay, so we're gonna play some games. I didn't even come up with a Marry Fuck Kill version for this one, but I did come up with a new idea for a game.
Right.
I didn't come up with a name. It was just called One Thing From, I guess. And so basically what it is what is one thing from another city that you really love that you wish you could transport to New Haven? You know what I mean? So for me,
Good one.
in Columbus, Ohio, I went and visited a friend maybe a year or two ago, and they have this like promenade area like right on the water. And they have like these swings, like they're like bench swings. So you fit like 3 people on it. It's like right in the water. It's like a nice little walkway. It was like awesome. Like we just sat there and like talked and rocked, and it was just like it was amazing. You know what I mean? I hope it was a beautiful day. And obviously, like, New Haven doesn't necessarily have like a river running through it exactly, but there are places I'm sure you could put that sort of a
Where
thing.
would you want it?
There's multiple rivers running through New Haven. It's just
There are
It's just not highly
are literally
utilized.
no rivers running.
What
Well,
about
sorry for the
down off,
Quinnipiac.
like,
there
yeah.
are. This is
Yeah,
a
so,
port
like,
city.
So maybe, over on like Front Street in Fairhaven, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Down
Yeah.
there they have that like walkway. So you could definitely put like swinging like that. I think that would be, and then maybe you get like you got to add food trucks because it's New Haven obviously, but
Yeah. Any good thing, you got to just slam a bunch of food trucks onto it.
strict taco truck rule obviously. Get your Italian ice out of here. So that would be my example
That's
of like
nice.
a
Shaina, what do you got?
I did kind of spring this on you, so that's why I did my answer
I
first.
mean, I would personally really love to see a pedestrian-only like block, like they have in Burlington and like they
Yes.
have in Playa del Carmen. So
Yep.
that's really my
Yeah.
like that would be a dream come true.
Yeah.
Even if they just
Right here,
cut
Orange
this
Street.
right here,
Yeah.
and just this is
Would this
only
be your selection?
pedestrian. I think honestly that like even that cut through if they made that.
She's gesturing towards the
Oh, yeah.
upper
I don't
Orange
know
Using
Street.
her
what-
arms.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I was trying to
Highly
think of the
effective radio
as I was
habits.
pointing, I was like trying to think of what the street is, but I can't think of right here. This cross street, this
Center
little
Street?
Center Street.
yeah, Center
Yeah.
Street. So that would even be cool if they could actually get, if we could have cooler things on each side,
Yeah.
really build it out.
We
But
talked
this
to-
would be great too.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
talked to
I
Doug a
listened
little
to
about
that.
it. Like
Yeah, I
there are
listened to
ways
that last
around
week.
it. Like you can open it to deliveries. Like in the morning or whatever. Like
Yeah.
there are ways
Well, of
around
course,
it.
of
No,
course.
Doug
I mean,
said there's actually a lot of projects in the works that aren't going to happen. So it seems like,
true,
yeah,
yeah.
these
it'll
Taxes,
just take
am I
lots
right?
of time.
yeah, the
It'll just take
gears
lots of
are
time.
grinding to a halt. It's things
But
are
now
moving.
that the district ballroom fell through, I mean, we have to pitchfork him to death anyway. So his political career is pretty much over. No, I'm just kidding. It was fun. So you heard the news though? The whole music thing fell through.
No.
Oh yeah, like the space district's ballroom is like by the College Street people. They pulled out of that deal.
They were going to buy the place across the street,
They
and
used to be Alchemy, and so they basically pulled out. But
a lot of angry comments in the Independent.
oh boy, that
Good
was a
reading.
good one. Top comment thread of the month for sure.
Huh.
Check that out if you want to get angry. But yeah, I mean, yeah, pedestrian would be awesome.
Yeah,
Pedestrian
I think
only.
that would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like a walking space. Well, I was thinking like the High Line in New York, but you kind of have to have a decommissioned elevated train
structure.
to
So
begin.
first we got to get an elevated
Right.
train.
Yeah.
That nobody
No,
use
what
it.
if we
quickly
what
let it go derelict.
No, what if think about it? What if we actually utilized the roofs in that way and actually connected the
A
roofs
monorail,
and
if
had,
you
will, had like a thing on the roofs, that all just that'd be cool.
A walkway over the roofs?
Yeah, I bet
Yeah.
like there's probably a bunch that just line up, and you could just have it be like a whole roof space. I
Yeah.
think we actually
Building
don't utilize
to
enough
building
roofs.
pedestrian walkways are just the best thing ever. Whenever
Yeah.
you see those, it's like, man,
Yeah.
now we're
should just
doing
have we should all just be like spider people who jump from building to
it.
building.
We should be.
Yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
Josh is afraid of heights. He's like, you want us to party on the roof? Like, I'm not doing that.
I'll do it. It's fine. As long as
I think we
I'll
don't.
probably be okay.
I really am sad that 360 State didn't put a roof bar up on their thing instead of like penthouse apartments or whatever they are.
yeah.
I think that could have been so cool.
I don't know how those people live up there.
fools. Yeah. I also don't know.
I mean, I've seen they're small. It's not like it's this like grand thing. I think it would have been better as a bar and a venue. Think about it, 360 like space. You're up there. You have the whole entire view. And Trump John Davenport in a way. It's like
Trump
Misuse.
should buy 360s.
no. I said it would. It
That's
I
what
know.
we need
I
here.
know.
We
Yeah,
need a
that's
Trump
bad.
tower. That's what's missing, a Trump tower.
yes, fine. That's one thing you could import from another city.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Trump Tower. Wow. Well, she's not going to get any better than that. So we got to think of a fun name for that. But I think it's it's not really a game, but insofar as any of them are really games.
Yeah. It's got legs.
Yeah, it's got stuff. So I don't have any other games. I think we're
What
about
about?
out
Oh,
of
okay.
time.
I was
anyway.
like,
Oh wait,
I
what?
love Would You Rather's.
Would you rather? Yeah.
Try it out. Go for it.
Okay, would you rather only be able to hop around on your right foot
Yeah.
or
Or be dead.
Or have pushed your 3-year-old childhood friend in front of a truck.
These are supposed to be hypotheticals, Josh.
yeah, not factual.
Not biographical.
Okay, you can only hop around on your right foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you have to talk with your tongue out all the time.
All the time. Wow.
All
Would I eventually get good at it and people could understand me, but it would still be gross? 'Cause
By the way,
Except, you also could get good at jumping up and down on your foot, so I'm
Right.
not sure which you'd want to practice more.
I played this game with the kids in my wife's class, the second graders, and
Mm-hmm.
and the kids would come up and be like, "Would you rather get punched in the face or have an ice cream cone?" Like you guys don't understand the game.
No, hold on. I gotta think about this.
All right, what'd you say? Jump on one leg or what?
Yeah, jump on your right leg forever or talk with your tongue out forever.
I mean, is it possible? Is the
Yeah.
jumping on the okay?
Absolutely.
So your leg physically wouldn't just give
You have
out
to-
on you.
No.
Wow. This is a
Just
toughie.
like your tongue is not going to be able to go back into your mouth.
Right. Will my mouth get really dry?
You're going to have to figure all these out. All these
Boy.
things out. Just pick it. Which would you rather do?
I guess I would hop on the leg just
Yeah.
because I feel like I'm more likely to not be killed by some germ. I don't even know.
You remember skipping as a kid
Yeah.
as a form of movement?
Yeah.
I think we should all do that more.
Yeah.
It seems like a pretty efficient form of movement.
I think that we need a prance-based system of some kind.
Definitely.
My God. Just walk faster.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Pet peeve, slow walkers.
Oh, here it comes out.
Oh, there you go.
Here it is. Here it is.
Slow
All right.
walkers,
We
get
nailed
off
it.
the sidewalk. It's
Well,
fine.
especially the slow text walkers. The
I
people that are
actually
texting and
yeah.
not even like.
It's only when you're walking 5 abreast that I can't get right. I'm like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Whole sidewalk. Your conversation's not. I'm listening. It's boring. Stop.
Don't you say excuse me and get through? Or you just
Uh,
slowly walk behind
I usually
them
just
pissed
shove
off?
them in front of a truck. All right. Well, that has been this week's episode of the Between Two Rocks podcast. Thank you so much, Shaina, for
Oh,
being a
thank-
great
yeah.
interviewer.
Sure, thanks.
Really appreciate
It's
it.
fun.
You know,
I feel like I know
hopefully-
you much better.
That's great. I hope everybody does. You know, learned a little about my tragic history, inexplicably, but you know, we somehow got there.
Maybe we'll help you.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll help you in the future, knowing that you did that. You know, the trauma was real.
Yeah. Colin, thank you as always.
Yeah,
For
absolutely.
being here.
Good to do it again.
And come see comedy on Thursday, February 21st at the Rough Draft in Hamden. Me and my roommate are hosting a show called The Roomies Show.
Roomies.
Rob Santos is headlining. He's from Hartford. He's a very funny dude. And I think he's charging $10 now. But it'll be pretty fun. It's awesome. It'll be a good time. It's on a Thursday. Come out, 8 p.m. Or whenever you get there. We'll wait for you. Sounds good.
Nice.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. 'cause
Well,
I'm always usually late for
Everybody
events
is.
like that.
yeah,
so
yeah. It runs on showbiz time. So 8, wink, wink.
8:30.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
I
not
like the
9,
wink,
but, you know,
wink,
yeah.
And it's actually on Friday night.
It's on Thursday, February 21st. Yeah, thank you so much, everybody. And we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Busy people and lots of yellies, Worcester hipsters and fat up townies. We have more than pizza in common, with 2 rocks for bookends. New Haven, New Haven, New Haven, between 2 rocks. Ba-da-da-da, 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 ba-da-da-da. Between 2 rocks.